shift, he don't chase, he build. From the deck to the desk, he real in the field. Hands in the dirt, but his mind touch mill. DJ U, he the way that the silence feel. Trap in the soul, boardroom in the brain. Engineer game while he remix lanes. No gimmicks, no change, just truth and the gift. Entrepreneur mode, it's that universal shift. Blueprint boss, no loan, just ledger. Content drop like stocks and pressure. Mentor in the mic, but he's still a stepper. Pod test laced with the mindset treasure. Double up dreams, no sleep in the plot. Teaching credit like a plug on the block. Got the artists, brands, and the vision unlocked. Whole city got motion from the seeds he dropped. Studio flips, balance books by the hour. Voice in the streets, but he move with a power. From mix downs to biz rounds, he solid, ain't just got sound. He build whole knowledge, that universal shift. He don't chase, he build. From the deck to the desk, he real in the field. Hands in the dirt, but his mind touch mills. DJ U, he the wave that the silence feel. Trap in the soul, boardroom in the brain. Engineer game while he remix lanes. No gimmicks, no change, just truth and the gift. Entrepreneur mode, it's that universal shift. Spreadsheet flow, heat track and flip. Educate young kings on stack and drip. Whole squad move smart, not flash, no skits. He a brand in motion, legacy fits. Work like a DJ, think like a CEO. On the low, he invests where the seeds gon' grow. Talking crypto, cash flow, studio heat with a 10-year plan. In the bars he speak, never lie with it. He just lived that truth. From the pen to the plan to the pop-up booth. Independent grind, ain't wait for a deal. He the proof, you can scale with a skill, with a skill.
So we see the bulk of scored. Now we speaking panels and shifting boards. One man brand, but the crew gon' eat. Legacy real and the hustle on beat.
Yeah, universal shift, he don't chase, he build. From the deck to the desk, he real in the field. Hands in the dirt, but his mind touch mills. DJ U, he the wave that the silence feel. Yo, trap in the soul, boardroom in the brain. Engineer game while he remix lanes. No gimmicks, no change, just truth and the gift. Entrepreneur mode, it's that universal shift.
Yo, what's good world? It's your boy DJ Universe back again. I gotta say, today's episode is special. Matter of fact, it's overdue. We always talk about legacy, about culture, and how real impact don't always show up on billboards. So we gon' pay proper respect to a giant who built from the ground up, Scott LaRock. Out the Bronx, but his reach went way past a borough. You feel me? Most folks know Scott as the DJ, as the visionary behind Boogie Down Productions, but what gets missed is his role as a mentor and, man, honestly, a community builder. He saw the youth, saw the pain, saw the talent going left, and he did something about it. Reports got him working jobs, a caseworker for youth shelters, putting in work to guide them out of trouble, giving them resources, giving them hope. That type of work? That's real hustle. Man, that's something I relate to too. Back in Ohio, I used to work to help keep my family of musical artists off the streets. Get them recording, writing, seeing possibility in their story. And the wildest thing, it ain't even about accolades. It's about creating a safe space, just like Scott. The OGs before us paved it forward, and we supposed to keep paving. That's how you multiply the mission, not just mimic the music. Now, let's talk about that game changer, Criminal Minded. I mean, listen, if you were there, or heck, even if you caught it way after the fact, that album wasn't just a vibe, it was a paradigm shift. Scott's production style, he brought together rock samples, reggae flavors, break beats, that signature Bronx edge. That's what gave KRS-One the platform to speak on real-world stuff. Those beats weren't decoration, they was a statement, like, South Bronx, that joint ain't just a sound, it's a rally cry. It was Scott saying, we're here, our story matters. Or take 9mm goes bang. That one, man, gave the world a look into the raw pain, the desperation, the triggers that pull not just guns, but circumstances. And Scott, he wasn't running from that. He leaned into it. That's something we talk about all the time here. Music is more than entertainment. It's teaching. It's documenting. It's a call to action. That honesty, it's still missing in a lot of mainstream stuff, not gonna lie. And it takes a special kind of leader to say, nah, we telling our truth, whether or not it's pretty. But listen, speaking truth like that don't come without cost. Scott LaRock stood up, not just in the booth, but in real life. The story goes, August '87, Scott tries to squash beef, steps in to protect, to mediate, to serve his community, ends up paying the ultimate price. Gunned down, while trying to be peace, not violence. That changed hip-hop. It changed how we look at leadership. Like, are we really ready to put our body on the line for the culture? Scott said yes. I've said this before, probably too many times, but I got my own personal mantra. Move with purpose, not just for applause. Fearlessness, that's got to be the foundation. Or what are we really doing, right? Some days, being upfront about the truth, about injustice, it feels risky. But hip-hop was built on risk. If you're in this game and you're not at least a little nervous, maybe you ain't pushing hard enough. Scott's legacy is that challenge. Don't just create, lead. Don't just stack wins. Protect your people. Build something that matters. And the legacy don't pause with one life lost, right? That courage, that spirit, it breathes on. Right now, all across the country, you got programs and educators using hip-hop not just to entertain, but to elevate. Look, mentorship matters. Community matters. We got organizations putting Scott LaRock scholarships out here, running youth workshops. He's the blueprint. There's camps teaching kids to produce, to spit, but also to analyze lyrics, to turn pain and story into power. That's how you keep the vision alive. You educate, you guide, you advocate. It's not enough for me, or you, to just listen. We got to get active. Every time you volunteer for after-school programs, run a hip-hop chess camp, speak positivity over these kids, you honoring Scott's legacy for real. Like, that's real advocacy, not just hashtags. Now, let's talk moving it forward. You got up-and-comers, MCs, DJs, producers, taking cues from Scott's model. Not just going for clout, but putting real intent behind their hustle. Some of the dopest festivals right now, they didn't pop out of thin air. They're about building platforms, hosting workshops, panels, cipher circles that mix activism with artistry. Artists are launching their own youth programs, taking what they learned in the booth and dropping that on the next generation. That's legacy in motion. And it ain't exclusive. If you got energy, if you're listening right now, what's stopping you from jumping in? Volunteering at a rec center, helping with a local open mic, donating to organizations, mentoring youth in your city. Those are the steps. If you're waiting for some big break, just remember, big change starts neighborhood level. Scott proved that. These days, what's wild is to see the way OGs and young cats are collaborating, bridging the gap the same way Scott did for BDP. Schools hosting hip-hop curriculum, community centers building mentorship pipelines, universities teaching whole classes on hip-hop activism. I'm talking about real leadership development, people building curriculum around legacy and culture, not just Spotify numbers. And, the way folks are showing up, pulling kids off screens, into studios, onto stages. That's how you build a movement with roots. Support your local, for real. Volunteer at workshops. Pull up at block parties. Drop some knowledge if you can. Lift the next wave up. Don't just consume, contribute, support, spread what's real. I keep coming back to this. Legacy don't survive on old playlists alone. It's artists linking up with youngins, trading bars and wisdom, launching projects that stand up for more than just self. Educational programs inspired by Scott's life, they're training the next educators, the next activists, the next leaders to dream bigger and serve harder. Yo, support those youth events, donate to those after-school programs, repost, show up, or just say, hey, I see you doing something positive. Here's some encouragement. All those little acts, that's how the foundation grows. The lesson I keep learning is, don't wait for someone else to honor history. Be that person. Pour in. That's how Scott's legacy keeps breathing, keeps building, and keeps moving us forward. Teamwork makes the dream work, and hustle is the muscle that moves mountains. And on that note, until the next episode, blessings and peace.
Yo, this ain't just management. This is culture, curated, legacy legislated. Down by law, we don't follow trends. We follow patterns. Let's go. Turn from me, we down by law, dripping vision and couture, crowned by hustle, can't ignore. From the block to the board, we secure that law. Legends ain't born, they're managed for more. Down by law. Put your fist to the sky if you build from the core. Down by law. We don't follow the wave, we design this shore. I move like a mogul, think like a rebel. Suits tailored fly, but I rose from the ghetto. Blueprint mental, pockets essential. Every artist I touch get credentials. From Hollis to Flames to the world stage dreams. I coach kings, cut deals in the seams. Fashion and flow, I'm threading the theme. Down by law, where grind meets gleam. They tried to box us in, we broke the frame. Management ain't changed, we free the game. Signed with a team, got the game on smash. From the pain to the fame, I'm built to last. Independent soul, but the structure's tight. DBO the fam, not a future bright. Contracts clean, mind on equity. What's the deal if it don't protect legacy? Streetwear steez with a law firm mind. Down by law, we ahead of our time. We down by law, dripping vision and couture. Crowned by hustle, can't ignore. From the block to the board, we secure that law. Legends ain't born, they're managed for more. Down by law. Put your fist to the sky if you build from the core. Down by law. We don't follow the wave, we design the shore.
From strategy to style, we raise the bar.